But all right, SG Phantoms versus Becky eSports coming up in just a moment. Lobby is up. I'm going to get information to the captains and we'll get predictions going afterwards. Tier 2 3v3 match. I'm very excited to see how this goes. We've seen a couple of very high octane, very solid, high level Tier 3 matches so far here tonight. Tier 2 should be that touch a little bit better. Not trying to sell them up too much. Tag Colonel, gotcha. I will pop in here. Let's see, Mason, if you can, so I have you listed as the captain. If you can, whisper me the information, that would be great. So otherwise, I would default to tagging you. I can try to find if the okay, so his Discord tag does not match what the name is here on the roster. Unless it's just Colonel without anything else, which it might be. Yeah, that's the only question I have for it, because I only have access to the captain's Discord tag in terms of who I'm, trying to get a hold of. But I can try to find it here in a sec. Assuming that's the same person, it is. It just says Colonel, not another one. I could be wrong though, and I don't want to just bug people. Cool. And Atomicant's coming in, voting for Becky. I feel like you might be biased if you're the same Atomic that's on the Becky roster. And then Mason, is it just Colonel? Because then if it is, I'm just going to tag them. You can also tell them check the IGL Discord. I may have there is a stream lobby information tab. To put on the safe side, I'm gonna throw that in there. I did tag a Colonel in there. If they don't get it, my apologies for that. But there is a stream lobby information channel in the IGL Discord. The lobby info is in there. If it wasn't the correct one, I do use that lobby info. If there's hiccups with it, then I tend to DM afterwards. So we'll go from there. Got it. Perfect. Getting PayPal to get paid for Mediology. To Intellect, do it. They're not every side hustle has to be monetized. Not every hobby has to, but there are some things that absolutely can bring in a little bit of side income. So zero judgment from me for that, dude. I mean, I got a PayPal link to this channel. What is this song? I don't want that. All right, chat. The final series for the night here on the channel, SG Phantoms versus Becky eSports. It should be a solid one. Like I said, it is a tier 2 3v3 matchup. We'll take a quick look to see if either of them have been on stream before. If I go through informations, Phantom have not, at least not under that team name. Neither have Becky. So if I have casted before, my apologies for not having all of the accurate information, but in terms of these team names, it is the first time we've seen both of them on stream. Normally we do, a little bit of pre-show, talk about the stats, how the season's been going, how the circuit's been going and stuff. Well, it's week 1 of the spring circuit. It's both these teams, they're trying to start out hot, they're trying to get off on the right foot. We've seen a lot of very stellar gameplay overall between a lot of these teams that have been on both, my stream, other streams, across all of Indy Gaming League. I'm excited to see how both of these squads step up here tonight. We do have the lobby up, Atomic confirming that it came in, which is good. Makes me feel, helps take away a little bit of the anxiety over it. We are taking a quick look through I'm trying to pull up stats here through the IGL website, but it is being a little bit slow running in the background for me, which happens. That's not the website, that's just me having too much stuff running. All right, SG Phantoms coming in against Becky eSports, Tier 2 Division 9 3v3. It looks to be the first season for the players on Phantom. If I'm wrong, please correct me. I'm just based off the taking a look at the trophies in the case and such on the IGL website. On the flip side, Becky eSports taking a look here as well. We do have several coming in. Mason, Atomic, Colonel, all rocking first place medals, as well as MVP on the Colonels, which is good to see. I like seeing the teams coming in, teams coming back. I always like to see that. So Becky eSports will be Atomic, Colonel, and Lord Forgive Me, which, solid name. It'll be a fun one to cast, can't deny that. On the opposite side for SG Phantom, so it'll be some combination of Cloudy, Breezy, Ghost, and Devonic and HX2. Depending on if HX2 comes in, might need a hand on the pronunciation, so don't butcher that. I have butchered names before, been called out a couple times just tonight on getting names. We'll look to get Phantoms in here. So Yagantech Intellect, it's Yagantech. He told me I was right the first time I said it, so that's not on me. With $50 for 30 analysis points, that's not bad, dude. I know it's gigantic, but I said Yagantech and you said that was fine. I stand by that.
I like this thing.
And Colonel coming in on the follow, much appreciated. Good luck in the match. Assuming the Colonel RL, there's a Colonel in the RL lobby in front of us. I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together.
I like
Mason
this thing.
coming in with the follow as well. Colonel cheering in Becky, saying unbiased. I believe you. The topic gets following as well. Much appreciated, everybody, for the follows. We crossed the 800 mark tonight, which when I first started doing, I've been casting for about 13 months now, 14 months, and I was at like, I think I was at like 100-ish followers, if that, when I first started. And then I mean, in the last year, we're going up, we're pushing for it. If we hit 1,000, we hit the, not like to talk about monetized stuff, we hit the creator code part for like Epic, so you could get a creator code in game. I mean, they're very much appreciated. Like the vast majority of the stream is casting and helping do like elevating other players, and I love being part of it. Thank you, Rosie and Salty, as well for the follows. Legitimately does mean a lot to me. Yeah. And Lord coming in as well. Following through. I'm not begging, I swear. And drop it. And a Lord with the Prime sub as well. I said it before the alert went off.
My real name. I'm the Lizard King.
Very much appreciated. A shout out to Salty Shab. We'll shout out Salty Shab. I got you, Atomic. What is that gift? That's the best gift in the world, Intellect. Colorado represent, let's go. Been here for a couple of years now. Originally from Minnesota, moved down here in 2019 for grad school, and been here ever since. I love it. Yeah, no, thank you guys so much for the follows and for the for the sub, Lord. Much appreciated. From New Jersey, nice. Ish. I'm just kidding. Just try to take a look through to make sure everything is good on the other end as well. Buddy Breezy is on the line. It looks like they're streaming their own POV. So, like I said, did tag in the IGL Discord. I'm gonna send the DM to get the info through. I don't know where they're sitting at in terms of everything, but make sure I'm about to DM the correct person. I've been wrong before. Sorry for the brief split attention. And I'm just sending it out to the captain for SG Phantoms. Make sure everything is good to go over there, which I do believe it is. They're online, they're playing, which is a big thing. I've seen it before, we just kind of get ghosted with stuff, but they're online, they're streaming. They said they are joining up now, which is good. The big thing, if there isn't communication, then it gets rough. If people are talking, totally cool to work stuff out, make sure, if we have a bit of a delay or have to, do anything, then it is ready to go. I got you, Colonel. That's because daily is wild, and he's also super consistent with the streaming. IGL, I love the IGL broadcast. But it is a touch inconsistent on when they and when they're streaming. They have a good amount there. Oh, they got Hybrid and Jar on the mic right now. They're a fun couple of guys. I've heckled both of them quite a bit over the last how long. kind of see where dailies at, but we got everybody coming onto the lobby, so I'm not even gonna worry about that. We'll have to check it out later, but we do have players in. We do have a request from Cloudy not to join just yet. We'll get going in just a second. The big thing is that we have teams into the lobby and ready to go for this Tier 2 3v3 US East matchup. And once we get the go-ahead that they're back, they're good to go. All right. And we'll look at the go-ahead. There are a nice couple of jokes going on in the in-game chat. You like to see the banter. You like to see folks getting ready to have a good time. And a good time shall be had as we head down to the pitch for game number 1, the final best of 5 of the evening. SG Phantoms in the blue, Becky eSports representing the orange side. All these players coming into the lobby. No stats on the record because it's week 1. They're looking to make their mark on the IGL spring circuit in week number 1 and already off to a fast-paced start. Both squads full sprint trying to take these couple of opportunities at the net. Cloudy and HX2 will look to bring this back over to the Becky zone. Lord is going to take it off the ceiling from their own defensive half. Will get challenged by Devonic. Colonel will rotate through out of that defensive positioning. HX2 will put it on target. Lord getting the save coming off that side wall, that side back wall. Good indicator there of the level of play to expect. That save, as casual as it looks, is much more difficult. Players want to jump, they want to go for it, and that's just going to throw your car into all sorts of awkward angles. A minute in. Both teams still fighting for that first goal. Bit of battle for possession in the midfield. We saw the full pitch sprints early. We see some midfield play, and Colonel is going to be the first one with the highlight, taking it off the hood of the offense, following it through along the side wall, dropping it down below the crossbar, sneaking it into that upper left-hand corner. Becky eSports are going to get the first goal of the series. So we'll look to establish that early, but SG Phantoms, specifically Cloudy, coming in off the kickoff, is going to follow through. Atomic will get in the way, but nearly following it up there by Cloudy. Colonel looking to wrap it around on the offensive end. Colonel, Atomic, Lord, challenged out by HX2. Becky eSports looking to try to keep it up in this offense. HX2 is going to put this one powerfully downfield. Devonic will not be able to get there as Lord picked up the save, but H following through, looking to keep it low. Atomic will scoop it up past Cloudy, needs to get it past Devonic, but a heavy touch and a bit of a hiccup on the recovery. We'll be able to come through on the ensuing touch. Won't be able to get the initial one. HX2 actually had a fantastic recovery there. That brief double commit out of the Phantoms defense. They will regain. Cloudy will take to the skies. Look to drop the hammer on the defense. It will be saved. Lord already with a savior medal. It's only been 2 minutes. Colonel getting involved on the savior, or the saving as well. The Lord looking to bring it back down to the offensive end. H will strip it back to send it over to the Phantoms corner. Becky eSports looking to make quick work up on the offense. Devonic dropping it. Colonel there onto the back wall. Will not be able to follow it up. Atomic will puts this one on, but Devonic picking up the save. Colonel with the pot shot coming up through the trenches, but will not be able to make their mark. HX2 challenging out in front of their net. Atomic trying to keep it in harm's way. The follow through coming in from Colonel, and Atomic utilizing the back wall. Becky eSports will take the 2-0 lead just after halftime of game number 1. So the pace of this game so far, little room for error as everybody's so ready to pounce as soon as the opportunity presents itself. Both teams have been able to do so, but Becky eSports are the ones that have gotten goals out of it. We'll be back on defense for the moment. HX2 taking Lord out of it. Cloudy will get the save with the rotation through from Lord coming in off the respawn. We'll send it deep back into the Phantom zone. HX2 is going to send this one deep. This is going to be dangerous. A hiccup from Lord. HX2 trying to send it all 3 players for Phantoms up in the zone, and Cloudy will make the most of it. Will pick up the goal. Devonic will get the pass. A 1-2-3 play from Phantoms. Getting the recovery right in front of the orange net. Getting on the board. Phantoms will head right back up onto offense after that kickoff as well. Lord may have an opportunity to catch an attempted pinch with Atomic. Will be stripped by HX2. Colonel getting back in time. Will be in a bit of a frantic position. Picks up the boost to give a little bit more to work with. Lord trying to get a relief valve for Becky eSports. Cloudy taking possession, gets the reset, gets the pass over to HX2. And I know we're zoomed in on H right now, but Cloudy absolutely did 90% of the group project. H was just the one to present it. And Phantoms tying it right back up. 92 seconds left. A bit of a slow start, but absolutely roaring once they've taken possession in the offensive half. They'll look to do so off this kickoff as well, but Atomic trying to make it a short order for Becky to get back into the offense. Lord will rotate through for an opportunity as well, but popped out by H. Devonic is going to get the read. Atomic popping it up might be a little bit dangerous, but both teams taking the opportunity to collect some boost. Atomic was pre-jumping the clear, the shot attempt. That one's going to be very dangerous. Colonel gets the save, but it involves the post. And Cloudy rotating through, wants to drop it low. Atomic gets in the way, picks up the save, but could not quite guide it in front of the other post. Very nearly there. An excellent positioning, an excellent read, but Cloudy just that a little bit more. He pushes that one into the net. And Phantoms 3 unanswered to take the lead. 63 seconds left. Come roaring back here in game number 1, taking no time at all to make these adjustments. Becky eSports will have to do their own adjustments here. That may be just it. It's Atomic getting a beautiful touch right there. Cloudy trying to make a play out of it. That awkward bounce. The ball heading over into the corner. You don't know if it's going back mid or if it's going back towards the net. Very nearly could go either way. Ultimately, not the way Phantoms were looking for. 50 seconds left. 3-3. Becky back up on the attack. Devonic is going to pre-jump off the back wall, trying to get a touch onto Colonel. Atomic taking Cloudy out. But a great return there from the Phantoms defense. Buy a little bit of time, grab some boost to regain. Devonic doesn't need boost, sends it onto the back wall, follow through. H wants the read, but Colonel clears it. Claudia will not be able to make contact. Colonel looking to wrap it around back to the offense. Devonic over to the side, 20 seconds. This could be a golden goal as time ticks away, either now or in overtime. Colonel looking to set up a bit of either a pass or a doom see, but gets challenged out by Devonic. He's going to send it out over to the midfield. Lord catch. Lord cuts. Gets it past one. He'll take it onto the back wall. Needs to get the pass, but will be challenged out by H. Atomic looking to keep it up. Devonic will let it hit the ground. Overtime. Game number 1. Phantoms look to try to get the win off the kickoff. They might have the opportunity to do so, but Colonel with the save. Devonic following through. Colonel another, but Devonic will not be denied. What a frenetic finale in overtime. How many saves ultimately not counted for due to the cooldown in the game engine, but my goodness, what a battle on the goal line of the orange net. Ultimately, Devonic winning the head-to-head, the ping-pong wraparound between the two. It's got to take a look at here. H putting on 7 shots, only got 1 goal out of it. The accuracy not quite there, but kept Becky eSports back in defensive. 8 saves in total. So they're looking to fight their way back in. They picked up 6 shots compared to the 12 of SG Phantoms. And I am going to update that because I goofed up. If I can... I gotta update their team name. I did get that wrong. I'm gonna feel bad. It is Phantoms. We gotta correct our errors sometimes. But Phantoms coming through. Devonic rocking the... apologies for the cough. Rocking the drop shot GC tag as well. I love seeing GC tags from the extra modes. This is a personal favorite of mine. Again, apologies for the cough, folks. It is spring. Allergies are starting to come back. It's always fun. Plus, I ran out of water during last series, so, you know. Colonel, I did hydrate with what little I had left. If you're listening now, if you are listening, you are in-game. Kudos. Impressive multitasking. I don't know if I'd recommend it. You can always watch the VOD or the YouTube video. We'll worry about that later. The Phantoms try to get that offense going to start off game number 2. Becky eSports, they're going to try to set up a little bit of trickery. Cloudy will not fall for it. Sees through the fogs of the shifty moves of the offense and will stay stalwart on that defensive line. Will try to bring it up with some dribbling of their own. And Colonel sending it back all the way down into the blue zone, puts it up into the ceiling, trying to get it over to Atomic, but challenged immediately by Cloudy. Battle for the ball in front of that blue net. We'll get it sent back up just for the moment. Colonel will slow it down, gets a better touch on it to get it back over to Atomic. Lord will take a fake challenge there, trying to bait out HX2. A couple of bumps going on in front of that orange post. Colonel back in net, rotating, cutting across from that back post, will pick up the save off Cloudy's shot. Lord will try to get it over to the other side. H is going to be the one there, and Atomic will pick up a save in the process. They look to bring it back down to the Phantom half. Phantoms want nothing to do with it, but Colonel might make it a statement. Cloudy getting back and picking up the save. It'll keep us 0-0, 90 seconds in. Some fantastic shots already coming up. The saves have been absolutely excellent. Both teams' defensive rotations have been very good indeed. Salty, I'll do what I can. I don't have much water left. Find some. I got you, Salty. I'll find it for you. Maybe. I am out. My apologies. I owe you one. Both teams looking to get these challenges up into the air, really taking to the skies. Trying to get past one another. Atomic looking to sneak it back again. This time Devonic picking up the save. The first save coming in for Devonic. Cloudy looking to take a shot at stats. Pretty solid so far for Cloudy. Already has the Savior medal, if I recall correctly, as well as a couple of shot attempts. Lord putting it upfield, trying to get the doink over to Atomic, low on boost, but will be able to threaten it upfield. Forces the defense to play honest. Devonic, outlet pass, no. Atomic reads onto the back wall. Atomic wants to double touch. Devonic will run amok, and Lord will continue to keep this in a dangerous position. H will not make contact. The Colonel, with hesitation, did not want to overcommit lest there be a clear getting knocked past. Similar to what Cloudy had been going for right there. H is going to get the read. And the first goal of game 2 goes to the SG Phantoms. With Cloudy getting the challenge onto Lord, getting the challenge with Atomic. HX2 getting the final touch, sends it just out of reach of Colonel. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left on the in game 2. Phantoms looking to try to go up 2-0. Becky eSports looking to equalize the series. In game 2, certainly hard fought. Game where goals are hard to come by. Colonel already with 3 shots and a save. Atomic 2 shots and a save. Likely to be one of the more low-scoring affairs, both on the goal board and in terms of player stats. All 3 members of Becky eSports up onto the offense. Lord up extremely early, but is able to keep it in the zone. Colonel has to play it safe as the third man to come through. The solid challenge onto Cloudy. Needs to get one more. Hex pulls off and lets Colonel burn the boost. Becky eSports looking to knock down the Phantoms' door. Phantoms able to lay down that defensive foundation. They're standing strong. Looking to get that play out into the midfield as well. Hex slowing it down. Potential for a back pass there. Atomic will get the challenge, but it gives Devonic time to get the boost in the shot. But it will be challenged out by Colonel. We're inching our way back towards the Becky goal. With the free bounce in front of the net. Lord trying to get it out of the way of Hex. We'll get a couple follow-up touches. A little bit of an escort from the ceiling. Lord's going to let that drop so Colonel can get the half volley out of it. Try to get the challenge onto Cloudy as well. We picked up the boost, picked up the challenge. This one's going to pinch on, and Colonel's going to want to go for the drop. They could not quite make a contact and nearly had it. Devonic will pick up the save. It's Becky eSports pixels away from getting the equalizer. They're continuing to push, continuing to fight, but we get closer and closer to the final 30 seconds. Lord looking to wrap it around. Cloudy will put this one over to the corner. It kills time. But it does give possession back over to Becky eSports. Colonel pops it up. Lord there as well. Atomic coming from the ground. Will leave it. H2 back in the shadow defense. Devonic coming through in relief. Picks up the Savior medal. Maintains possession. Will get bumped by Colonel. This will come through. Puts it onto the back wall. Atomic is going to come in with a shot. Slow roller. This one. Awkward angle off the defender. And Atomic will equalize. 9 seconds left. As Cloudy went in. And he parked, he saw it coming. And he saw that Atomic had the opportunity to pick and choose, and ultimately picked just out of reach of Cloudy. So 7 seconds left. Potential for another overtime. Stefanik getting challenged out there. Atomic will get the play up. H2 sending it downfield. Cloudy another touch. 1-2. Can we make it 3? This one hits the ground. Overtime. Becky eSports looking to get the equalizer. And off the kickoff will not be Deja Vu. Will be challenged by Phantoms. Will not be able to fully get it there. Cloudy trying to set it out mid. Both teammates back. Colonel's going to get it past one. Will not be able to get it past the second. Lord will drop it low. Devonic is going to cut it off. Cloudy's going to take another opportunity. The passing play from the sidewall from Phantoms. Took 2.5 times as long in overtime, but still picking up the win. Devonic getting it past the first defender. And Cloudy coming in to pick it up at the end. SG Phantoms move to 2-0. 1 game away from picking up the sweep here in the first week of the Indy Gaming League Spring Circuit 2022. Becky eSports have been within 1 goal twice now, while still putting up plenty of offense. 8 shots total. Did outshoot the Phantoms. 2 saves compared to the 7. Really, these 7 saves, that has been huge for the Phantoms in game 2. It's kept them in it. Note that someone said 3-0 Becky. We can scroll through the chat. I don't want to name names, but this is logged. And it was Atomic who plays for Becky, so I can't fault Atomic for that. I'm also the kind of person where my matches that get casted, I will bet channel points against myself, because then I'm a winner either way, or at least a slightly less of a loser. I play both sides, I always come out on top. Becky will need to go 3-0 in the next 3 games if they're looking to take the series. It would be in a reverse sweep, as absolutely happened before across all sorts of different aspects of competitive play, or avenues of play, I should say. And Atomic, good first step to doing so, getting a great shot just below the crossbar 33 seconds into game 3. Colonel looked like he wanted to go for that initial touch, left it. Lord will set up the additional pressure, and Atomic rotating back through. Just a minute after the second match. Exactly, Salty. You gotta leave everything vague enough that you always come out right. Which is why I should eventually be a consultant. SG Phantoms will look to push back immediately on offense after giving up that early goal. A lot of bumps coming out as well. That could be dangerous. Devonic needs to get past just one more. It'll get demoed, but it's going to be dangerous for the defense. H can't quite get it past the first defender. Through the smoke, through the confusion, will get contact, but will not get exactly what they're going for. Colonel gets the boost steal to throw off the first line of offense from the Phantoms. The second lineup certainly here. Devonic over the corner, may have an opportunity to read. Devonic wants it, will get pull shot into it by their own teammate. Will get the equalizer 74 seconds in. So I do believe it was H coming through and getting it. H would have had the shot for sure. Devonic team pool shot in and says, you know what, I set this up. H, I like you. I want you to score, but I feel like this is for me. And we'll come back very quickly on offense. Colonel getting the cut out. Try to set this back up the other way. Getting the pass over to Atomic, putting it onto the back wall. Quick turn through. Devonic putting it onto the back wall. Cloud is going to let it drop. Phantoms take the 1-goal lead in 90 seconds into game number 3. Cryos, this would be a... with it being tier 2, we'd be looking at the Champ 3 GC1 range. Which I will say I do see you guys playing in next circuit. This is unfortunate. There is a lost connection, but they do need to continue playing. Hopefully, we can get Lord back into it. There were a couple of goals scored already. It was a bit unfortunate, but the game must continue on. Hopefully. These Phantoms will pick up another one in the process. Falling through off of it. We'll take a bit of... if there are goals scored, we can take the bit of a hiccup, or a bit of time in the replays to try to buy more time for Lord to get back in. But we do continue on for play. Becky eSports will continue to fight. Down one man. Maybe able to get one in here. This one getting pinched all the way back over into the Becky zone. Atomic going for the challenge. We'll get it past Cloudy. Go for the slowdown as well. Devonic popping it out. I'll buy more time on Atomic, taking Devonic out. Colonel picking up the save off H's shot. That'll keep us within 2 at about the halftime. Atomic looking to rotate through. Less than half the game to go here in game number 3. Bit unfortunate there that there was the disconnection. As Becky eSports are down in the series, they're going to fight back. And they are skipping through it. If everybody's skipping through, I'm okay with doing it too. Don't want to sit and dwell on it. Just unfortunate. We'll continue to play on. They will continue to fight. Yeah, chaotic. We'd be looking at I can check specific ranks afterwards. If you're willing to hang around for a little bit. I did not pull those before this series. I am able to though, if you want me to. The flick attempt coming out from Phantoms. It is a bit awkward here. Mason, I do agree. It's unfortunate. It's one of the. I've talked before about how there are a lot of benefits to online play and online leagues and such. So many players, so many people from all sorts of different regions can get involved that way. There are drawbacks, internet connections being one of them, one way or another, however it happens. I've been on both sides of it myself, and it can be frustrating, so I do empathize with the Becky eSports team. We will continue to play it out. 90 seconds left here in game 3. Phantoms up 5-1. Will be challenged out in the mid. Look to go for some more mechanical plays as they're upfield and not just scoring on the open net, but trying to go for a little tougher shots. Which credit where credit is due. I have seen before. I have seen in situations like this where teams have gone ahead and just pounded on it to try to get the like season stats and per game stats up, which say what you will about that. I'm lagging, same thing happened to 2v2. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hopefully it's something that can be fixed up soon as well. And it hopefully doesn't become a repeat issue. I know it's not always solvable, but maybe there's something that can be worked out. We'll go into the final 30 seconds. Colonel looking to get that back pass over to Atomic. Cloudy following along with the line. Atomic picking up a save in the promise. Age already up on the ceiling. Going for a little bit of pre-jumping. Both teams looking to be rather content to let the clock run out for the most part. This one will be put back near on target, trying to set up a couple of clips. Ultimately, it won't make contact. Time ticking away. There's multiple players coming forward on the back wall there. Will clear out, will hit the ground. Phantoms will ultimately take it in game 3. Unfortunately, that bit of an asterisk on it due to the disconnect. It was a very, very hard-fought matchup between these two squads. Very close games, 1 and 2. Unfortunate that they had the disconnect hiccup there in game number 3. Hopefully it's just a one-off thing for Becky eSports. They'll look to bounce back in week number 2. And again, games number 1 and 2, just looking at those, I mean, very much could have gone either way. And they just ultimately ended up popping back after the... That's cough. After the disconnect. I'm going to cancel out the predictions for that one just because of the disconnect in game number 3.
I like this.
Everybody had bet for Becky for, and we don't want to just yeet those into the void. Make it a little bit of a silver lining, if I can. Thank you for the follow, Trials. Very much appreciated. But overall, chat, that is it for me. 4 streams for the night. Captains, of the last match, cast estimates of every match, you'll get an email asking for a review of my cast. I'd appreciate it if you could fill it out. I understand the last one might be a little bit awkward with it, but I would appreciate it if you could take the time. I do take a look at those. We are going to, Kraus, if you want, I can double check ranks for this last one. I'm going to end the recording here and say that we're still recording.